Next, please.
I'm an even bother going in. I know this position is filled.
No, unbelievable.
Oh, sorry. You alright? You need to go back?
How dare you waste my time asking me you already have the position filled. You are a filthy man and I hate you. Relax. The position is not filled yet. Sit down. Well, I'm not going to say anything until I have an authority of how you treat it. You should quit acting so selfish and think of others. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's move on. Do you have your resume? No, I don't have my resume. The other lady was told to bring her resume, that's why I slept in her head. You are showing favoritism. Bringing a resume to an interview is considered to be understood. You are showing favoritism, and I won't say anything else until I have an authority. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's move on. What type of activities did you do at your local church? You didn't tell me that I have to do activities. You are cheating me again. I can't. You don't have any activities? I'm not going to say anything until I get an authority. Okay, sorry. I think this interview is over. I think I have all the information I need. We'll let you know soon. Next, please.
Okay, hang on one sec. Let's talk a little bit about Joel. What do you think? Okay, Hannah, what do you think? He's mad. Very mad. I'm not going to call on Sanish again. The thing that comes to me is the word bitterness. Bitterness. Another verse in Proverbs kind of stirs us up. Sums us up. Hatred stirs up dissension, but love covers over all wrongs. Okay? It's quite apparent that Joel is showing no love, but is showing a lot of dissension. I got a small little test that I'm going to take with you guys. It's the bitterness test. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to read some statements. And I want you to respond after I read that statement by saying, you might be bitter. Right? First statement. Does it irritate you when people don't agree with you?
You might be bitter.
Do you think you are usually right and others are usually wrong? Might be bitter. Yeah, you're catching on. Great. Do you find yourself giving more criticism than compliments? Are you short with people? And no, I'm not talking about my wife now, but... Do you ask people loaded questions just to irritate them? Now, one loaded question might be, why don't you love me? I hear that a lot. Okay, number 6. Is it difficult to talk to someone who has hurt you in the past without constantly bringing it up again? Number 7. Do your conversations tend to turn into arguments? You might be bitter. Conversations turn to arguments. Number 8. Do you feel disappointed, mistreated, or betrayed? You might be bitter. Do you feel like God has let you down? Okay? And most importantly, do these kind of questions make you defensive? If they do, you might be bitter. Alright. There's a story in the Bible that talks a little bit about bitterness. You see, there was this guy, he was a servant, and he owed a lot of money. Okay? And he went to his master, fell at his feet, and said, yo, I can't pay my debts, please forgive me. The master looked into the weeping servant's eyes and said, yes, I forgive you. And then later on, the servant found another one of his people, and he owed him some money too. So that guy went to that other person and said, hey, you got to pay me back, and then he wasn't able to, so he put him in prison. And then the master, whom he owed a whole lot of money to, found out. And then the master said this, you wicked servant, I canceled all that debt of yours because you begged me to. Shouldn't you have had mercy on your fellow servant, just as I have on you? In anger, his master turned him over to the jailers to be tortured until he should pay back all he owed. This is how my heavenly Father will treat each of you unless you forgive your brother from your heart. When we withhold our gifts because of bitterness, when we say to ourselves, I would like to do something, but man, that pastor's really irritating me, his son's really irritating me, we're holding back the gifts that were given to God, not to a man. Okay? So make sure that bitterness is not ruling your heart. If you can't forgive, don't expect God to forgive you. Okay? Got one other skip, and I believe we're going to leave off with them.